Hi guys, Aceface here, back with another video on my road to Throne of Skulls. And first of all, I'd like to start in saying thank you very much for everybody that's watched all the videos so far. Hopefully you're not bored to tears by now, that is the aim. But we are getting close to the end, so it's been a lot of fun, it's been a lot of hard work, but we're getting there, so thanks for hanging in there, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. So, since the last video you would have seen, I've kind of gone on a bit of a marathon. I was running out of time, and I was really kind of giving it everything to get everything completed to the standard I needed to for the tournament. So I didn't do any videos for a good sort of half a week almost. But I want to try and bring you guys up to date and let you know where we are, because I am almost completely finished. So, where to start? Well, if you remember the last video, I talked a bit about the void shield generator that I made as a sort of Tyrannid style one. Now, if I can grab that, let's have a look. Find if I can grab hold of it. Okay, so let's pop this down here. So this was the void shield generator. Yeah, it's a bit battered and broken now. It wasn't right. For a start, it was just too big. It gave me far too much line of sight blocking. I wasn't happy with it. It didn't. To be fair, I just wasn't happy with it, so I had to go back to the drawing board with that. So let's sling that one down. Yep, that's even more broken now. So we had to go back to the drawing board, and this is what I came up with. So let's just have a little look. Let's put that guy over there for now, and here we go. So there. So this is my void shield generator. So I used the plates from the Micro Art Studios as the kind of almost centerpiece of it, and I positioned it on some cork tiles stacked up with my filler mix all around the outside and a little bit over the top. I used, if you can see in the middle here, this is one of the sort of scenery pieces that came with, I think it's the Battle from the Crag. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of the old sort of starter sets that used to have Space Marines and Tyrannids. Put down below if you can remember exactly what it is, but I think it's that one. So I had that piece that I kind of used as the centre, and I used exactly the same style as I did for all my other bases. So if you don't know how I do that, please pop back a couple of videos and see how I did my Harridan and Harpy base. Once I did that, I then kind of tried to use some real extreme object source lighting, sort of as you can see it in the middle, and it kind of looks like a glow from the generator, and it sort of, I will give you an idea in a minute of size as far as proportion to models. Then the barricade that I've got with it is there. So again, let's have a little look. So what I wanted to do was try and break it up so it did kind of have some GW bits in it, because obviously they're a bit funny about that in tournaments. So we've got obviously the little markers, some little rippers, and that's positioned onto again one of those defence lines, and I put it on like a cork base and broke up some cork for it. If I turn it around, you can see again that's the sort of style that I've got on the back. So quite pleased with how they've turned out. I mean, they look quite good together, so yeah, definitely. So on to the Hive Tyrant. So let's put this to one side. So as you would have seen in the last video, my Hive Tyrant was ready to be primed and start painting. I did a 1 evening job on this guy, so this was done in one, I think, 6-hour stint. So let's have a look at him. So here we go. Now probably better if I turn him round. Let's position the camera and then I'll move this so you can get a good idea of how he looks. So zoom back. Nope. Right. Okay. So very much in the same style as my Harpy stroke Crone. Done the wings identical, the base identical, all the gloss finish and everything is exactly the same. So it has that kind of identical feel to both the Harpy and the Harridan. Again, as I said, the base is similar sort of style as well, and you can see I've done my kind of blend-in stroke, little highlights on the carapace, which is quite nice, and the little airbrush work on all your talons and stuff, and again on the little horn tusk at the front. So he's turned out pretty good. Now what I should have done was given you an idea of how he looks sitting next to my old traditional Hive Tyrant that was more of a dry brush sort of style, more of a real kind of tabletop standard. But I haven't done that, so you're just going to have to look back at my videos and sort of see how far this guy's come. But actually he is a massive difference in quality, so hopefully you like him. I'm quite pleased with him. So let's pop him to one side. I think you can already see in the background who we're going to focus on next. So then I had all of my posed Tyrannid Warriors. Let's try and get this up nice and close. So again, same techniques again, lots of big ends I'm saying here, and the base kind of, I used my weathering powders and all the techniques that I've used on the other ones to do exactly the same on these guys. So for a small kind of troop like unit, I've spent a lot of time and effort on making them the finish that is the same quality as my larger models, and hopefully you can see that from that, because there's a lot of detail gone in there. So that's that guy. Let's just have a quick look. I won't give you a long look at all of them because you'll be bored of seeing. We've got this guy here, and focus in. Sometimes this light can kind of be almost a little bit too bright, because where I've used the gloss on the shiny stuff, it can be a bit glary, but hopefully you get a good indication. Double highlighted the eyes and teeth, so there's, as I said, quite a lot gone into them. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, just focus in. Yeah, so again, something just fell on the floor there, not too sure what. This one, my favourite pose. He's come out pretty nice. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, maybe you're not going to, but anyway. He's there. And then we've got this one, the little sneaky one. Okay. Yep, so I'll pop these all guys back here, but really pleased with how they've turned out. As they're, for my ability, they're kind of my highest standard work, so hopefully they will look really good come the tournament. And as you notice there, you'll see that is 5. So the 6th one is this guy. As he falls over. So this one here is the effect that I showed you in either the last video or the video before, and I've done him almost to even a higher standard, so I've put more highlights into his headpiece. Can we get into focus? Probably not. Let's try. Come on. There we go. So there's lots of different layers of blue in making that really kind of pop. And again, more layers on the eyes and teeth than I've done on the other ones. More detail on the gun, use more washes, more highlights. Even to the extent of the base, I put a little bit extra in. And then yeah, we've got this, like the barb strangler kind of, I don't know what you call it, but the shot from it, which is I've heavily glossed and really exaggerated the highlight at the end so it looks different from the gun. And it's pretty big, but actually hopefully when I enter this for like the hero painting competition, it will look really good in the cabinet. So and as I said, this, as you've seen in my previous video, this is all scratched up. So there's that guy. I'm kind of waffling, this is quite a long video, so I do apologise, but I've kind of done quite a lot, and this will probably be one of my final videos before we actually get to the tournament, so I want to go through everything for you. I went back and sort of finished the Philanthrope. You probably would have seen him in previous videos, not changed massively, but he looks cool. And that, to be honest with you, is pretty much it. So you've got the Harridan base there. I'm going to do a whole separate video on the Harridan. I'm going to keep you in suspense. I'm going to do a bit of an unveiling on him at the tournament and do some videos there on him. So I'm going to kind of keep you hanging on that, but I can assure you it'll be worth waiting for. So what have I got left to do? Well, I've decided that I'm going to use these bad boys as my objective markers. I'm going to go with just doing 3, and the reason why I'm going to use 3 is because generally the way it kind of works is whoever you're playing will have their objectives. So at maximum you're going to have 6 objectives, so you're always going to generally split them between the 2. So 3 is more than adequate amount of objectives. So I'm going to paint these up. I kind of just put the first layer of paint on, but I will finish them tomorrow. They'll be dead easy, but they should look quite effective as my objective markers. But yeah, so that's kind of it. You know, we are pretty much there, guys. So it is now, I don't know when you'll get to see this, but this is now Wednesday evening, and I go to Throne of Skulls Friday morning. So tomorrow evening will be my last evening working on this project. So we are almost there, and I would suspect the next video we'll see I will be at Warhammer World. So please do definitely hold out for that, because it's coming. The only thing I might do a quick video for you, probably after this video, is I'm going to do a quick product review on this, my Harridan box or transport. So we'll do a quick one on that. But anyway, I am seriously rambling now, so if anyone is still watching, I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Please do comment, like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care now, bye bye.